Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and on this e-bike ride, we're going to go look at a steel building that my son is working on, and as it turned out, there was a guy on the local Facebook page said he needed some help finishing this steel building that somebody else started and then gave up. Anyway, they gave up. So my son took the challenge. Now he doesn't have a day job because he finally gave that up to do automotive work and like anything else, because he's a handyman that can do just about anything. So he took on this chore to finish this steel building, and we're going to go take a look at that. But while we go, by the way, we're going to go on a road here that I've gone on before, but I don't usually go on it because I just have to turn around and come back because there's nothing at the end of it. But on today's trip, we have to use this road to get to the place where my son is working. So anyway, it's not a very good road. It's the same road that goes by our house, and it's a county road, but it needs a lot of work. So you'll see as we go along. But I thought I would tell you a story. In my last video where I told a story, I had been working for Microsoft doing tech support, and I gave that up because I had a hard time staying in a little box 8 hours a day. So I told my boss, and he understood, and so he gave me a good reference, by the way. And so I looked around for a little job here and there, and I tried one that didn't even work out because it was a kind of a flaky place where my son worked delivering milk. But anyway, this was when he was younger. So anyway, there was a Walmart store about 2 blocks from our home. Now, I'd always been in kind of a leadership position as a teacher and administrator, and of course working for Microsoft and helping people, and so I had a little bit of pride, and so working for Walmart just didn't seem to me like something I wanted to do, but I had to have an income, and so I decided, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll go into retail, and my wife had worked in retail before, and she enjoyed it. So, and you can see this road is just full of holes and ruts and everything, and there's still some muddy spots left from the monsoon rains. So anyway, I went over and applied, and they accepted my application, and the day came for interview, and I just happened to notice as the guy sat down across the table from me that in his little notebook, or what would you say, manila folder, he had a little sticker that said "good references." That usually helps. So anyway, after the interview, they hired me, and they told me I was going to be working in the sports department. And I've shot guns and I've done a little teeny bit of fishing, but anyway, I said, okay, I'll work in the sports department. So when I actually came to work, they said, you're going to be working in the hardware department. Well, that was more up my alley because if you've been following my channel, I was an industrial arts teacher. I taught welding, metal shop, and drafting and electronics. So anyway, the hardware department was better suited to me, and they also sold paint. And so when you go into a store and they have all these cards with colors on them, and then you pick out the color that you want, and then you take it up to the desk, and they have this machine. The new machines aren't anything like the old ones. The old ones were real easy to mess up. But anyway, so they give you the card, and then you punch in the numbers and mix up their paint for them. And so, and I had a lot of fun with that because, like, as somebody was waiting for me to finish mixing up their paint, we just have a little conversation, and I met a lot of fun people. And matter of fact, when I was working there, years and years earlier, I had been teaching Sunday school, and so I was walking down the aisle one day, headed somewhere in Walmart, and this lady stopped me and said, "Mr. Gunnison," and I said, "Yeah." "Oh, by the way, I want you to notice this. Now, I'm looking for a steel building. Well, there it is right there. I didn't realize that was it. But anyway, that's it there. So anyway, so she said, "You were my Sunday school teacher." And I thought, well, how about that? She remembered me from there. So anyway, I got a lot of good stories working for Walmart. And here's my son, and there's that building that I saw. I had to turn around and go back. And he's standing there talking to a guy that likes his truck. And so he finally drove in. I got off my bicycle and decided I'd come over and get some video of the house. I guess it must have been some kind of a kit, and the guys that were building it for him, they demanded more money or something, and so he decided that he wasn't going to pay that more money. So my son is doing this for a very low price, but it's going to be very helpful to his budget. And so that's what it's all about. And I'll have more stories about Walmart, I promise. Anyway, there he goes. I want to thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.